Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got James down out there with Korkmaz, and it's Papagiannis in its center. Knocks it loose. Lets it go with a three. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Satoransky looking around. Sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's James. Fader on the way. Here's Papagiannis. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
A three ball. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Papagiannis has got 5.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Lets the three fly. Gets it to go. That one good from Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got his 3rd basket of the night.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Kalathis. No good on the triple. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. To the left side wing. Here's Medu. Offline with his 3. Korkmaz kicks to James. Takes the 3. Here's Papagiannis. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Now here's James. Connects from 3-point range.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And they get it. And the layup is up and in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's James. Brown sets a screen for James. And they're on the break. Pass to Hernan Gomez. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Hangs home the trifecta.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here's Medu. And he jams it with authority.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group. Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
The long-distance three is buried. 9 points in the game so far.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Korkmaz kicks to James. Leaps for it. Pass to Calathes. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Papagiannis. Plenty of space. Good. It's Calathes who picks up the assist. Papagiannis has got 12 points in the game. Now here's Parker. Now Satoransky. James defending. Satoransky gets the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
34 seconds left in the first. Inside. Calathes gets the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Out to the right wing. Parker, a screen on Brown. Another shot. It's hauled in by Brown.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
From deep, James. The shot, no good. Fires from deep. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Up 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Corniche is out there with Diallo. And it's Moniunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Now Diallo launches a 3, drills it from outside. Diallo's got his second bucket of the night.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
A Pro Bowl. That's good.
And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
Here's Abrinas. They get it again. And Anderson kicks to Abrinas. Shot to stop the run. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Abrinas has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Diallo against Anderson. The 3. Pass to Corniche. Diallo with it. From past the arc. Rebound by Vesely. Here's Laprovitola. And here's Anderson from the arc. Good as the jump shot falls. Anderson's got his first basket of the night.
Home team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the away team. Number 21.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Diallo. Connects. The jumper drops. Diallo's got 8 points.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Abrinas. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Abrinas has got 6 here in this quarter.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
To the middle. Becaron. Back to Diallo. There's a screen by Moniunas. 5 on the clock. Diallo, no good.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Out to the wing. Pass to Laprovitola. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. Rovitola's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Corniche, the pass to Akobo. Here's Corniche. Yunus sends a screen for Diallo. Down low. On the jam by Yunus.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Vesely kicks to Anderson. Diallo with it, and Vesely picks him up defensively. Here's Corniche. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game. So he gets them both. Here's Abrinas. He has 6. Pass to Rovitola. 3-pointer. And he's good on the 3-ball. Rovitola's got his second bucket tonight.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Corniche, the pass to Diallo. Fires for 3. Good D by Anderson.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Vesely kicks to Abrinas. From deep 3-point land. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Abrinas has got 9 points.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
They set the pick from deep. Buries it from 3-point range.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Pass to Fall. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And the home team has possession. They lead by 4. Driving in. Here's Abrinas. Just 5 to shoot. They grab their own miss. To the inside. He gets it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. They're up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Thanks. You take a look at the home team. You expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches.
And next up, guys, our current matchup. We're seeing a close game here for the home team.
You'll see teams attempt to space.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Gomez out there with Medu. Then there's Parker, and it's Satoransky in at the point guard position. Pass to Parker. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Korkmaz is out there with Brown. Then it's James. And it's Kalathis in at the 1 spot. And here is Hernan Gomez. Count it from 12.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And here's James outside. Here's Papagiannis, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Launches it from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. He's got 15.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
James with it. He has 5. And Metu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. From deep, James gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3 points.
James has got 8 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Calathes dishes to James. To the paint. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Calathes has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Fades back. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. James outside. Shot clock at 6. For the lead. He can't hit that time. Now here's Satoransky. He's got 6 from the arc. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Korkmaz. Good. Great play by Calathes to set it up. Korkmaz has got himself on the board with 3 there. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire. And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
To the right side. Here's Papagiannis. Hands it from downtown. He's got 18.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Calathes passes to James. And Brown now atop the key. Back to James. Pass to Calathes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's James. Fires from the wing. Satoransky grabs the miss.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
James kicks to Brown. Out to the right wing. Here's Korkmaz. They get the rebound. Here's Papagiannis. His 3-pointers off the mark. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
And they're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
104 left to play in the third. Pass to Metu. The 3. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
To stop the run, here's Okobo. It's good from long range. Okobo's got 6.
So the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the 3-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Boy, gentlemen, you just love to see that aggressiveness. He's not afraid to get after it.
James has a 2-pointer. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. 10 points for him. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone contributing.
Kept alive. Here's Satoransky. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Fires the 3. No good that time. Some impressive scoring, and we still have 1 quarter to go. Who will gain the upper hand in the fourth? And after a quick break, we're going to come right in a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game, and this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Metu. He's out there with Hernan Gomez. Parker out there with Satoransky. An easy 2 points on the layup. He's got 24.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
That shot wide open.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Pass to Parker. Fires the three. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Awesome game. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Diallo has the open look. Misses the three.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
Parker with a clean look. Drains the three-pointer. Parker's got 6 here in this quarter.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Parker's gone 2 of 4 from the field. And here is James. Pass to Papagiannis. Jacks up a three. Now Diallo. Second chance shot. Misses at the rim. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Checking in for the
They've been trailing for a few minutes.
That could change right here.
Pass to Abrinas. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. To take the lead, cranes it from beyond the arc. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win. Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
The baseline J off the mark.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Stolen by Vesely. Beyond the arc. Eunice grabs the miss. Abrinas has gone 4 of 11 tonight. Outside, James. Fall with the rebound. James has gone 5 of 13 tonight from the floor. Anderson wide open. It's hauled in by Diallo. Diallo's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. Stolen by Vesely. Anderson with the ball. He's picked up by James. Here's Juan Provitola. Good on the triple.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Eunice, a screen on Anderson. There's Diallo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
And here's Anderson for 3. Here's Abrinas. James covering. Abrinas with the bucket.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
And it's a Kobo missing. Here's Laprovitola. Fires from way outside. And so the home crowd treated to a win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me,
Good evening and welcome. Glad to have you along for this Tuesday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Musa, launches a three. And it ends up out of bounds. And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
And you could not find a more deserving guy for this award. His ability to be whatever his team needs on both ends of the floor is an essential part of their success out there.
Pass to Metu. And here's Satoransky. The three is up. And the three-pointer goes.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Musa to the middle. And he dunks it down.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Satoransky passes to Metu. Back to Satoransky. There's a screen by Metu. And it's Satoransky penetrating.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Deck. Pass to Musa. Covered by Satoransky. Here's Musa. The three. Clock is at 3. Satoransky pulls it in. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Nails it from 3. Satoransky's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Here's Musa. Drills it from deep. 6 points for him.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
The three is up. And Metu pulls it down. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Four on the clock. And he drives in. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Deck passes to Garuba. Screen by Deck. Takes the three. Garuba with the bucket.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
There's a screen by Metu. Here's Parker. It's Metu, high post. Fades. Deck with a rebound. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Parker defending. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Here's Garuba. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Garuba's got his second bucket on the night.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Parker, no good. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Deck inside, working on Metu. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Off target with the three. Pass to Satoransky. One second left. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that...
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Up three. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
And it's Ibaka in at the center, locking down the middle. And finished off by Anderson.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Lays it up and banks it in.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Njai. Knocks it down from distance.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Fires for three. Fires in the triple. He has 6.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
For 3. Pass to Ibaka. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hazonia. Ooh, it's stolen away. 3 on 3. Here's Anderson. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The 3. Hazonia gets the bucket.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Fall. Hernan Gomez in the high post. Here's Fall. Now here's Anderson. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Campazzo. He's scoreless. Pass to Inja from downtown. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. Injai's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Anderson with it. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Outside, Anderson. Puts it up from 12. Goes back up. Got a piece of it. A minute 35 left in the first half. Back to Ibaka. Right wing. Here's Hezonja. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one. 1:14 left in the first half. Lets it fly. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. A minute 4 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Campazzo. No points so far. Pass to Inja. Ibaka with a screen on Anderson. Injai. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Injai's gone just 1 for 4 so far. To end the drought with a drive. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to...
Powerful.
Oh, yes.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. 6 on the shot clock. And count it from 19 feet away. He's got 13. And here's Ibaka. Here's Campazzo. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Now, this is how you finish a first half, sending them to the locker room with a statement shot from three-point range.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. They lead by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
How have they kept it this close? Their D has been invisible. Come on, fellas, get after it.
Yeah, just a few more stops. And a look now at... That's it for us. Thanks for...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. The visitors with the ball, leading by 5. Here's Musa, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Metu, pass to Satoransky. Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc. Satoransky's got 11.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pass to Garuba. And there's the screen. From outside the arc, hits the trifecta.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Parker passes to Metu. Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3. And Musa pulls it down. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Pass to Deck. Oh, my goodness. How about that? Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Tipped away. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Metu. Knocks down the triple. He's got 11.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Inside, here's Garuba, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Deck passes to Garuba. Here's Musa. Offline with a 3.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
On the take. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Here's Deck. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. They set a pick. Here's Musa. Hits a three-pointer.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Pass to Parker. Let's go with a 3. Garuba with a rebound.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Here's Musa. Knocks down the long J.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
A minute 31 left to play in the third quarter here. Can they get it? Ooh, a misfire there. He's made 5. He's missed 5. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
You hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie. 52 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. 22 points for him.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Deck. Here's Musa. Parker defending. Just 5 on the clock.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Musa, covered by Satoransky. Takes a 3. Musa, no good. With 1 on the clock. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 14. Don't go away. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And it's Campazzo in at the point. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Shooting one.
Now Ibaka. Out to the right wing. Here's Njai. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Pass to Njai. This one for three. On target from range.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Anderson for three. Drains the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Campazzo. Drops in the layup for two.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
From deep three-point range, he buries it from three.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Ibaka. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the three.
Whoa, that man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You got to at least show a little heart out here.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
From deep. Anderson pulls it down.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
No good on the triple. Pass to Ibaka. 4-3. That shot off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Fires from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Njai passes to Campazzo. Out to the right wing. Here's Hezonja. Anderson covers to the left side wing. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
They get the rebound. Pass to Fall. There's the three. And Hezonja pulls it down. It's intercepted. That one's off. His third miss out of 8 tries. Puts up a deep three. Musa, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
55 seconds left to play in the fourth. Oh, wasted no time on that one. All right, very little time to get back into this.
Very true. They need to score quickly and get stops, or it'll soon be out of reach.
deep three-point land. And Musa pulls it down. To the paint. Stolen.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. A deep three. And Campazzo pulls it down. Launches it from deep. They get it back. From deep. No good. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They have to feel good about this performance.
Good Friday night to you, sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Jack in at the 3. Shot clock at 5. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Musa. Here's Garuba, 6 to shoot, traps in the tray.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now James. Brown sets a screen for James. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Campazzo, the pass to Deck. Into the lane, and it's good for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Great open look there.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Takes a 3. To the wing right side. A nice shot by Campazzo.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Garuba. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Garuba's got 6 points.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
The drive by James. Brown. It's good on the putback.
Tremendous hustle, working hard for that bucket.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Driving to the basket. Musa with the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's James.
Away team foul. Musa. First personal foul. First team foul.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Hits it from 3-point range. James has got his second basket.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Garuba. Off target with his 3. James kicks to Papagiannis. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Musa. Good on the 3-point shot. 5 points in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Jack passes to Garuba. Pass to Deck. To the wing on the left. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the 3 ball. Musa's got 8 points.
And really setting the tone early with their 3-point shooting.
That's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Now here's James. He's got 6, and he comes up with the deuce.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
James has gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 50% so far. From downtown, Garuba's shot is off. Deflects the pass, and the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now here's James. He's got 8. Here's the screen. Fades and shoots. That's off. It's his 4th miss in 7 tries. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Garuba. There's the 3. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now here's James. Fades away. Doesn't go that time.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Pass to Tavares. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the basket by Njai.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Up by... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Diallo out there at Corniche. And it's a Kobo in at the 2-guard spot. We've got Hezonja. And it's Ibaka in at the pivot, manning the middle. Here's Diallo. And a miss there on the triple.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
They've got Corniche, and it's Diallo in at the 3. Hezonja. Here's Huey. A three-pointer, no good. Takes it inside. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Diallo. Hezonja defending. Shoots a fader. He's off on that one. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
On the jam by Moniunas.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Cuts off the pass. And they're running. Here's Hezonja, and finished off by Hezonja.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Corniche, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Huey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul, first team foul.
On Sunday and then on Sunday. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Huey taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. It's stolen. Back to Ibaka. The tray. Hezonja on the wing. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more get more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Ibaka dishes to Njai. Pass to Azania. Lock at 6. Here's Njai. This one for 3. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. There's a minute left in the first half of basketball. Here's a Kobo. He's got 6. Here's Moniunas. And the jam by Moniunas.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, but I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
30 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's a Kobo. The rebound by Ibaka.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Now here's Diallo. Tight defense on him. Nailed from three-point land. 9 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Inside with 4 seconds on the clock, and it's good on the way in. Njai's got 5 points now in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Leading by 17. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Taking a look at the visitors, hey, their spirits are high. They have a chance to start the season on a winning streak, build up that momentum.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the visiting team.
I mean,
and that concludes.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And it's Jack in at the small forward position. Pass to Musa. Here's Garuba. 5 to shoot. For the 3. The shot misses. Puts up a 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Papagiannis has gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Here's Musa. He's got 8. Down low, and they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And they double up James. Fires from the corner. Shot is good off the back rim and in. James has got 11 points.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
Here's Garuba. He's covered by Brown. A nice shot by Garuba.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Musa, and the three ball is good. 11 points in the game.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
James kicks to Papagiannis. The fader. And Garuba pulls it down.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Got that bucket in no time at all. James has got 6 points in the quarter.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. The 8 thanks. James has gotten some big threes here, shooting 4 of 9 from outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
There's a screen for 3, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Guys, I'll tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
And that one's good. Quick mark.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And they're pushing it up. Brown outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Brown's got 5 now.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Garuba. He's covered by Brown. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Njai. Just 4 to shoot. And stolen by James. Launches it. Sinks the three-pointer. James has got 12 points in just the second half.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
First free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
He hits both from the stripe.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Okobo. Launches from deep. James, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
6 seconds left in the third quarter. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. They lead by 13. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Away team ball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Awesome game out there with Diallo. Then it's James. And it's Papagiannis in at the center. Ibaka with the screen on Diallo. Here's the three. That one, no good. There's Boston game. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play. You know, he knocked down a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence through the roof.
There's a good screen. Ibaka for three. Good on the three-point shot.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Outside, James shoots the three. That one doesn't drop. Ibaka looking for an opening. Moves back up. There's the triple. And it's Ibaka again missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
James the pass to Diallo. And the three off target. Diallo's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Pass to Ibaka. Hazonia with the ball. From the arc, carries it from three-point range. Ibaka's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on deep.
From deep, James. They get it back. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
Bangs home the trifecta.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Okobo, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
To the middle. Back to James. Pass to Boston game.
Home team foul. Second personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the away team.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Launches a three. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
James, no good. Here's Garuba. For the three. Rebounded by Papagiannis. James right side. Here's Boston game and a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
Here's Musa. James defending. Musa with the bucket.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Okobo. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Puts up a deep three. He misses the mark. He's now 6 of 8. Diallo kicks to Papagiannis. The tray. And Garuba pulls it down.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. 41 seconds left in the game. From deep three-point land, Okobo. That's good. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Musa. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Diallo. Traps in the tray. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's Musa. From deep three-point territory. Off the mark. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
What better for a Tuesday evening than a little NBA action on 2K Sports? Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Fall in at the 5. Satoransky passes to Metu, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
James can't get it to go. From deep three-point land. Hauled in by Brown. Three-pointer. And it's James with the 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
About a minute into this first quarter. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now, here is James. Clock at 6. There's the triple. James can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Sinks it from distance. He's got 6.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
To the wing, right side. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And this first quarter has been ridiculous. They simply can't miss right now.
Satoransky with it. Now guarded by Brown. Pass to Fall. Sinks the tray.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
James outside. Here's Calathis to halt the run. And Metu pulls it down.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Pass to Satoransky. Launches it. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. It's James on the wing. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And it's rejected.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. Connects from downtown.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
.141 left in the first quarter. And the layup is good off the glass.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. It's James on the wing. Knocked loose. Satoransky with the steal. Fires the 3. Hauled in by Brown.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. James has got 8.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
It's Parker.
Oh, yes, sir! Wow! Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. the arc. Hauled in by Brown.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
This James on the wing. They grab their own miss. Back to Korkmaz. This James on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And the deficit down inside single digits. 10 points for him.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Pass to Metu. Blocked. And they get it back. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
Is overturned again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time, though.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
That three's off the mark.
Away team foul. Drop will be allowed. First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the home team now. Trailing by 10. Launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Outside, Anderson. Lets the three fly. Second shot opportunity. Oh, swiped away. And here's the fast break. Three-pointer in transition.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Puts up a deep three. From beyond the arc and then some. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. From behind the arc. It's Portally missing.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Anderson. Six to shoot. From deep. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Diallo with the ball. Here's Akobo. A deep three. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Vesely. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Pure from three-point range. He's got 6.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Second team foul.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Oh, they get a hand on it. And they're on the run. He launches a three. Another miss. He's 2 for 4. Agueron. Counted from distance.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
The three ball. Kicks it out to Anderson. Pass to Hernan Gomez. They set the screen. The open J off the mark.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play. I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Mata Yunus. pass to Akobo. Clock at 6. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Jacks up a 3. He drops it from range.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
Third team foul.
55 seconds left in the first half of this game. Pass to Diallo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 is up.
His struggles continue here in the second period. He simply can't get anything to fall.
Gets the 3 to fall. 12 points for him.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
No one covering.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Looking to win the run. Buries it from 3. Diallo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
3-pointer. Pure from 3-point range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Up by 15. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Hey, folks, thanks for joining us. It would be
Their offense may get the credit for the lead, but they've set the tone with their rebounding.
I give it the Shaq stamp of.
And now, moving on. Thanks for tuning in.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. James outside. From behind the arc. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Satoransky in at the point. Offensive rebound. From outside the arc, Parker, and that's good. Parker's got his second basket on the night.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And he jams it home with authority.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Satoransky in at the 1 spot. Fader on the way. To the right side. Fires from deep. Fires in the triple. Satoransky's got 6 points.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Hits the trifecta.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Satoransky in at the 1. It's stolen. Here's the break. Over to the wing. Fade away. The shot off that time.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. 11 points in the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And Metu pulls it down.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And the three-pointer goes.
I just love the ball movement.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. All right, Grant, you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, BA, it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done.
Snatched away. And here they come. Here's Parker. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. Parker's got 5 points now this quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the three off target. 1:58 left in the third quarter. Pass to Brown. Stolen by Parker. Puts up a three. Drops in the three. Parker's got 10 points.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And James gets it to go.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Shot's good by Satoransky.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Here's James. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Three-pointer. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Brown with a screen. And there's James on the assist from Brown. James has got 14 points here in the second half. Puts up a deep three. Korkmaz pulls it in.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Fades back. James with the rebound.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
Here's a Kobo. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 3 assists in the game. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Delivering the blowout. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got James, and it's Okobo in at the point guard position.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Diallo right side. Pass to James. And there's a pick. Gets some space and parries the jumper. James has got 28.
They've made things hard on themselves, going cold in the first half, but they've been warming up since.
From deep three-point range. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And Brent, you look at the greater parity around the league. One factor, rebuilding teams can't hoard cap space like they once did.
Yeah, BA, so much tougher for teams to absorb these huge contracts in exchange for picks. So now you've got to use that cap space from day one, jump on the guys that you think are going to propel your team and hope for the best.
The three. No good on the shot.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. The home team on deep. The three ball. It's not going to go for him. Cuts off the pass. Poke loose. And it's off from three-point range. For three. He buries it from three. James has got 7 now in this quarter.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results. Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Takes a three. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Hernan Gomez has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Hernan Gomez on the wing from the arc. The rebound by Diallo. Here's a Kobo on target from range.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Anderson can't get it to go. Anderson's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And there's James from the arc. They get it again. Gets the three to fall. He has 29 now.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Hits a three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Fires from way outside. Shot is off. Shooting 9 for 15 in the game. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Diallo gets the bucket. Diallo's gotten 2 of his 4 attempts to go from outside. Check by James. From deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Fires away from way outside. Pass to Brown. Launches it from deep. He can't get that one to fall. 43 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Five to shoot. Fires from way outside. The rebound by Diallo.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion?
Out to the right wing. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. puts up a deep three. The long distance three is buried. And so the road team gets the W in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the...
and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Metu. He's out there with Hernan Gomez. Parker out there with Satoransky. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Here's Musa. Nailed from three-point land.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Now here's Parker. Stolen. Here's Musa. Pass to Garuba. We're about 1 minute into the first. Musa can't hit. Satoransky with it. Parker outside. For three. Connects from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Musa. From deep. Hands it from downtown. Musa's got 6 points.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Satoransky gets the bucket.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's the three. Musa with the bucket. Musa's got his third bucket of the night. Musa's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. They set the pick. Satoransky, the pass to Hernan Gomez. The three-pointer off the mark. Fast break, here they come. Picked off in midair. And here's the fast break. And he finished it off with a lay-in.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's Garuba. Satoransky covering. No good with the triple. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Drills it from outside. He's got 5.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pass to Tavares. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Fast break, here we go. Parker with no one around. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And they're moving it up. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
The putback. Rebound by Parker.
Hey, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Picked his pocket. And here they come. Here's Garuba. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Musa passes to Huey. Here's Musa. 46 seconds left to play in the first. Drills the three-pointer. Garuba's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Satoransky, the pass to Hernan Gomez. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Ahead. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. So it's both teams making substitutions here. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Njai, the pass to Ibaka. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. 12 seconds left here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. A second chance effort, and he nails the jumper.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Leading by just 1. And back with the start of the... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
You've got Hezonja, and it's Campazzo in at the point. They've got Fall, and it's Lapro-Vitola in at the point. Here's Hezonja. No good on the 3. We've got Hezonja, and it's Campazzo in at the point. There's the 3. Abrinas' shot is off. And here is Ibaka. Fires the 3, and the 3 ball is good.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
They set the pick. Abrinas sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The shot's good from Lapro-Vitola.
3 points.
Lapro-Vitola's gone 1 of 2 shooting from 3. Campazzo, the pass to Ibaka. Launches it. Rebound by Vesely.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Down low. Over to the left wing. A 3 from Anderson. A rebound by Enja. Here's Campazzo. A 3-pointer is right on target. Here's Abrinas. Anderson the screen. To the inside. Pass to Fall. Fires from deep. Lapro-Vitola, no good. Lapro-Vitola's gone 1 of 3 on the night. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Abrinas, and he's good on the 3 ball. Abrinas has got 6 points.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
It's tipped. Campazzo, the pass to Enja. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Abrinas kicks to Anderson. Shoots the 3. A rebound by Hezonja. On its way from Ibaka for 2. The quick look, no good that time.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Ibaka with a screen on Anderson. To the paint. Pass to Campazzo. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Campazzo's got his second basket of the night.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Abrinas. Hezonja defending. Abrinas the pass to Anderson. Now here's Vesely. Shot clock at 6. Anderson wide open. Gets an open look and hits. Anderson's got his first 2 points of the night. There's a minute left in the second quarter. Inside. Out to Ibaka. Here's Enja. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Laprovitola. A three from Anderson. The rebound by Enja. Now here is Ibaka. He's tightly guarded.
Away team foul. Vessel. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
29 seconds left in the first half. Here's Musa. He nails it, and we're tied up. Musa's got 12 in the game.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Abrinas the pass to Anderson. Here's Abrinas. Fires the three. Rebound by Tavares. Here's Musa. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Guys, how about our Eastern Conference winner?
Well, we could give you plenty of highlights, but a lot of substance too. He's moving the needle for his team.
And normally I do favor. One thing that's helped tonight, their three-point shooting. Those triples add up fast, don't they, Kenny?
That's why I shoot them. If they have fours, I take.
And that about wraps.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Satoransky. Medu is out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Parker, and it's Satoransky in at the one spot. Good on the triple. And it's 9 points for Parker.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Top of the key. Musa with the bucket.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Pass to Satoransky. Hits it from three-point range. Satoransky's got his second basket of the game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Tries a three off the inbound. Here's Tavares. Scoreless thus far. Sinks the triple.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
Lets it go. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. He's got 7.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
It's Parker outside. Rebound by Tavares.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Musa passes to Garuba. Lets it go from deep. Can't hit that one. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. Satoransky the pass to Medu. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Medu's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
3-pointer. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Garuba. A 3-ball. Here's Musa. Garuba the pass to Deck. This one for 3. It's good from long range.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And the dunk by Parker. Parker's gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. Tavares passes to Garuba. They set the screen. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Garuba's got 9. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Stolen.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to depth. Here's Garuba for the lead. Drains the three-pointer. He's got 12.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
3 points.
But he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
1:33 left to play here in the third. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Hernan Gomez finds Satoransky. Out left to the wing. To the left wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Garuba. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Medu can't hit. Here's Huey. Hasn't made one yet.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Hernan Gomez against Ibaka. Lets the 3 fly. Satoransky grabs the miss. Ibaka's gone 1 of 6 shooting so far. Lets it go with the 3. Satoransky gets the bucket. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Roger Ibaka, second shot opportunity. Basket counts. Ibaka's got his second bucket of the night.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Parker outside. From downtown, cranes it from beyond the arc.
3.
11 seconds left to play in the third. Ibaka for 3. Connects from three-point range. Ibaka's got 5 points now this quarter. 1 second left. No good on the last second attempt there. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Hezonja, and it's Campazzo in at the point guard position. Abrinas. Fall passes to Vesely. And the officials call a traveling violation on Monday and then on Friday.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And it's off from three-point range. Here's Laprovitola. That 3 off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Oh, a risky pass there. And if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that one.
It's Hezonja in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Anderson. Pulls up for 3. Good on the triple.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
The ball goes to the away team.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Laprovitola, no good.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Ibaka for three, and he's good on the three ball.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Hazonia with the ball. Guarded now by Anderson. Ibaka, the pass to Campazzo. Back to Ibaka. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Ibaka's gotten only 4 of his 11 shots to fall here so far. Pass to Vesely. They get the rebound. Tries again. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot. Vesely's got his first points of the night. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. To take the lead, buries the long-range jumper. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Provitola passes to Anderson. And stolen by Hazonia. Puts up a three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Offensive rebound. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
That's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Six to shoot. Pass to Parker. Takes a three. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Garuba. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Huey, covered by Parker. From outside the arc. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got his 5th rebound in this one. Shoots. Rebound by Hazonia.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Jacks up a three. A nice shot by Garuba.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Provitola's gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. Musa passes to Garuba. Here's Musa. Pass to Garuba. A three. Oh, good on that one.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
From deep three-point land, it falls! And now they trail by just 4. Here's Tavares. Takes the three. He can't get it to go. Now Parker, right wing. Here's Provitola. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. It was a fantastic ball game in the
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. James, outside. Five on the clock. Brown with a screen, with the fadeaway. And Musa pulls it down. Launches it. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
First bucket of the evening. Now, both teams are really looking to exploit matchups here.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving, no doubt whatsoever.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Deck attacking. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now, here is James. And he makes it on the layup. James has got his second bucket of the night.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Garuba. Let's go with a three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
And there's James from the arc. The offensive rebound. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Driving in. Pass to Garuba. Pulls up. Hauled in by Brown. Korkmaz passes to James. Connects from downtown. James has got 7 points.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Here's Deck. Here's Musa. Back to Deck. Launches a three. Knocks it down from distance. He has 7.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
James outside. Shots blocked. Pass to Musa. Lets the three fly. No good that time.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And there's James from the arc. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Here's Musa. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here is James. He's got 10. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway. James has gotten 5 of his 7 shots to fall. Here's Garuba, defended by Brown. Knocks down the long J.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
James passes to Brown. Brown with a screen. Here's James. Falls back and drains a fadeaway J. James has got 14.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Here's Musa. He's got 6. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Garuba. Here's Deck. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. They lead by 3. And quarter 9. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Here's a Kobo, and it's all tied up.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Ibaka. A good-looking shot from the wing. Ibaka's got his first 2 points of the night. Here's a Kobo. Takes the 3. And Azonia pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
There's the 3. The rebound by Diallo. Here we go. Here's Matajunas. Count the basket. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Pass to Ibaka. Here's the pick. Here's Azonia. Here's Njai. Three-pointer, no good. Here's a Kobo. There's the triple. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
They're unafraid to let it rip from downtown, extending their lead.
Now here's Ibaka. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Ibaka's got 5 points in the quarter.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
A Kobo. Here's Matajunas. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Kobo gets the bucket.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pass to Njai from deep. The rebound by Diallo. Here's a Kobo. Fires the 3. Drains the triple. He's got 11.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Ibaka for 3. The rebound by Corneli.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Pass to Ibaka. Here's Azonia, covered by Diallo. There's a screen. Fades and shoots. The shot by Azonia, no good.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Ibaka with it. He's got 5. They need this. Gets the 3 ball to go. Ibaka's got 8 points in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
There's 57 seconds left in the second. Pass to Inja. Screen by Ibaka. Wide open look. Inja. Shot is good.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
32 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Akobo. 14 points for him. And here's the fast break. Back to Ibaka. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Here's Akobo. There's a screen. It'll count. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Leading by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Deck in at the small forward position. For 3, James. Doesn't go in. Third miss out of 9 shots. Pass to Musa. For the lead. Counted from distance. 9 points in the game.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
James, outside, down low.
At the line for the away team. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Brown. So it's the home team now. Here's Musa. He's got 9. Pass to James. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from deep. James has got 17 points.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. To the inside. And the jam by Brown.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
James, outside. Knocks down the triples. James has got 20.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Musa, no good. Outside, Brown. 4-3. And Campazzo pulls it down. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
First personal foul. First team foul.
They set the pick. Here's the 3. He drops it from range. Garuba's got 6 in the quarter.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And there's James from the arc. It's James on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. The fader nails it from 3. 23 points in the game.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Musa, good.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Here's James. Give him 23. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the third quarter. Pass to Deck. Here's Campazzo. Check by James. 5 to shoot. From deep. Kept alive. Here's Musa. Who drains the 19-footer. 13 points in the game.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
Now, here is James. Defense is right there. Here he goes. And it's James with the jam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Musa. From downtown. Back to Deck. Here's Musa. Another shot. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both shots.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
It's James on the wing. 27 seconds left in the third. And Brown with the stuff.
Since the break, it feels like an entirely new game.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Hezonja gets the bucket.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Now James. He's got 27. Uses the glass to finish the layup. James has got 29.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
Sinks the tray. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. Leading by just 2. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
They've got James, and it's Diallo in at the 3, the small forward. To take the lead. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
And here's James. Off with the layup. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. They get it back. Here's Ibaka. Top of the key jumper, no good. Fires for three. Sinks it from distance.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Here's Njai. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And they're pushing it up. Here's a Kobo. Three-pointer in transition.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Ibaka's shot is off.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a three of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs. And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Sinks the tray.
All night long, the defensive intensity just hasn't been there. They got to figure it out.
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
For three, James drills it from deep. James has got 18 points in just the second half.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Back to Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's a Kobo. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
No debate there. He got hammered.
So both teams changing it up here. He's perfect from the line this time. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Musa. Three-pointer off the mark. It's a 5-point game. In transition, here they come. Brown looking around. Pass to Diallo. Here's a Kobo. Good. Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave him all alone at the arc.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Basket's good.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Here's Musa. And a miss there on the triple.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Kobo. The three is up. It's rebounded by Ibaka.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Beyond the arc. Oh, he nails it! What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
46 seconds left in the game. Pass to Corley. Here's a Kobo. No good with the finger roll.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
I'll tell you, they better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Here's Musa. Just 5 on the clock. They set the pick. Here's Garuba. Oh, bangs home the 3. Oh, an enormous three-pointer. Here's a Kobo for the win. It's good.
Well, this guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.